Excuse me. Hey gang, I know I haven't streamed in a while, but had some goons at work that were ragging on me to show them the Oculus Rift in action. I've got the DK2 kit, which is right here. See the head tracking is working, and the game I've got currently loaded up is Elite Dangerous, which is a beta version of the game. They've got special support for the Oculus Rift. I still had to jump through a few hoops to get it to work last weekend, and then a couple hours of me getting the controls set for Elite to work properly, and then a few more hours for me to figure out how to play the game, landing and everything. So I'm going to take a highlight of this video and show it to the guys. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some docking, show you how hard that is in this game. I'm not sure if they're going to do it like the original Elite, where you eventually bought a docking computer to do the docking for you. What you're seeing is what I am going to see out of one eye. I managed to figure out a way to get XSplit to show just one half of the screen and get the aspect ratio to widen out, so I've got the full screen showing for you guys. You can see around the edges as you leave the center of the screen, it's kind of blurry. That's a lens effect, which is corrected in the Rift. And as I mentioned before, this is just one eye. I think this is probably like my left eye or something. So in the right eye, I see another image slightly over the right a bit, as if there's two cameras, one on each eye. Gives me a 3D effect, while you guys will be seeing a 2D effect. So I'll put this puppy on. Now the whole front end, top, and sides have IR sensors, which is why they recommend not sticking anything on the front like they did. A lot of people were doing with the DK1, just to look funny. But now we've got sensors all over the place, and we have a camera up there that's keeping track of these sensors that allows head tracking to work. Head tracking allows me to look around my cockpit, looking to the left, looking to the right, looking up, looking down. Actually, let me reorient myself. F12 will recenter my sure I get the game screens active. There we go. There we go. We got that recentered. Well, looky there. I lost about 100 pounds. That's awesome. These are my controls. Now, using the Rift with this game, it's very keen in that I can use it for targeting. See, I can look at that guy, and then once I get my hand situated, I can select that for targeting. I can check him, I can select it for targeting. Basically, it's like targeting with my sight. I can keep an eye around things around me. See, if I wanted to help out this dreadnought that's being attacked, target this Aaron and defense fighter, but supposedly I've got possibly a contract. I'll show you. When I look to the left, I've got busy. I've got the navigation screen. No, I currently do not have any active missions. I'll come up and see you when I'm done. This is how I activate the navigation screen. Shows me what I have in the area I'm in. I'm currently in the Aranon sector around planet Aranon 2, where on my sensors I can see a conflict zone and this federal distress signal, which is the federal dreadnought that's being attacked. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to give you guys an example of docking, so I'm going to lock on to the Azaban City space station, and we're going to go into Super Cruise mode. Okay. Maybe. I'm guessing since I'm in a conflict zone, it's taking forever for this thing to charge. There it goes. This puts me into light speed mode. There's my target, Azban City. Yeah, currently your target, your waypoints aren't showing up on the radar ray. So we've been having to look around, where the hell is my target? And then you position yourself and look that way. So I'm now in Super Cruise mode, which is kind of like a light speed mode. So currently I'm going about 25k per second. So I gotta increase this speed if I want to get over to Azban City later, because it is over 500 light seconds away. Now if you notice on the left of my radar, there's my speed. I control that. Blue is a kind of a safe speed, so that when I get close enough to Azban City, I can drop out of Super Cruise mode and it'll put me in a safe distance from the actual space station. I'm going to put my headphones on here so I can hear what's going on. There we go. There's an unidentified signal source. So you can do some exploring when you go into these areas. Alright, I want to slow down a bit because we're getting pretty quick. And being the starter ship Sidewinder, don't expect a whole lot. This thing turns like a semi-truck, and the speed isn't, acceleration and deceleration isn't fast in responding. As long as I stay around that blue zone on the speed, it should give me a safe drop indicator to come out of hyperspace, or out of the Super Cruise. Hyperspace is actually jumping between the wormholes between systems. So on my right, while we're coming in, on my right is my ship status and everything. Here I can check the modules on my ship, the fire groups for my weapons, any cargo I might have, and then functions for the ship like landing gear, cargo scoops, your stress beacons, your ship lights, and everything. There's another unidentified signal source. So yeah, safe disengage ready, so I can disengage the Super Cruise. And it should put me a safe distance away from the space. Excuse me. I'm currently playing online, so you'll get some lag like this. Okay, there's the space station, Azban City. Let's throttle it up. Start heading that way. Now, just like in the original, you almost have to see how the space station is spinning to determine where the entry is. It's usually on the side toward the planet, if it's orbiting a planet, but it doesn't look like it is. I've noticed I've got lightings in this version, so this should be the entrance on this side. As I get to the entrance, we'll have to request docking, because if you go in without requesting docking, or you even try to land in a pad without docking, it's loitering, you'll get fined. If you do it for an extensive period of time, you'll actually get fired upon by security forces. You know what? I bet you my mic isn't on. Okay, I was wrong. This is the wrong side. Alright, I'm going to check to see if camera's mic's working. If not, I'm going to have to restart and do this again. Hold on. There we go. Sounds like the camera mic is working. That's good. Just checking the stream, make sure it's relaying right. Alright, so let's get back to it. Headphones off. Oculus on. Didn't want to go through all that and realize that my mic wasn't on. Alright, so on the other side of the space station. Alright, so now let's request docking. Go to contacts, as Event City, request docking. Docking request sent. Depending if it's full or not, it might take a while. It might time out like that. So we have to request docking again. Here we go. Proceed to landing pad 27. So in the original Elite, all you had to do was dock with the space station. This one, you have to actually go inside, which means you got to rotate with it, get the right speed going, get inside, and now that you're inside, you're not done. I have to go to docking pad 27. Where's 27? See, 19, 21, 12. 27. Down here. Okay, you have to deploy your landing gear. There you go. Landing gear down. And then this thing will tell you right when that dot is over the center line. And then come down. And we are docked. Alright, let's go ahead and enter the hangar. Okay, so quick look around the ship again. Up here we've got communications, chat between players, and any notifications that come in, such as like when I got that notification that my docking request was failed and then it was granted. And through the rift, it's kind of hard to see some text, especially the small screens like that, because of the interlacing between the two screens. So with the head tracking, it's fully functional in all directions, so I can actually look closer, lean closer to the screen, and the text becomes much clearer for me. Same over here when there's some info. Over these bigger screens, they're not too bad, but I can always lean closer